Hello, freshmen. I hope that you are doing well. So, some of you have already sent me just pictures and have asked questions on how to find the quotes and how to do your topics. A lot of you are doing a really great job. So, just remember you have to find three topics for your theme and then two quotes per topic. Okay, so a total of six quotes. Now, once you have finally found your quotes, you can start putting them onto the rough draft. So when you guys get there onto Google Classroom again, okay, so you want to make sure that you're on Google Classroom. You are going to click on down here where it says the thief paper, and you're going to click on where it says rough draft form. And the thing that you want to click on is right here is the CSA theme rough draft. Even though it says number 2, you're only doing one rough draft before you type up your final draft. Okay, so I'm going to click on this and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next with that. So what we've been working on has been our 3 body paragraphs. We haven't done anything yet with our introductory paragraph or a conclusion. So when you click on the theme rough draft, and I can make this into a thing where you guys can be able to edit it on your own and be able to do it at home, or you can be able to print it if you want to do that. Whichever one works best for you does not matter to me. So when you get here, you want to skip this first part, and then you want to skip this last part. We're not doing those yet. Right where it says body paragraph. These are the paragraphs that we've been working on in class. Okay, so this has a lot to do with the TIQA formation that we've been doing. So basically, what that is, if you can't remember, TIQA stands for right here: topic sentence, introducing your quote, the quote itself, and then analyzing the quote. So I'm also going to pull up just my example. That way you guys can understand how to put it onto your own rough draft. All right. So if you guys remember how I looked at different ways that bravery can come in unexpected places, that was my theme. My topic that I chose, or one of my 3 topics, was Jen. So what I'm going to write for my topic sentence is Jen. Sorry, let me put it down here. Jen shows how bravery can be seen in different ways throughout the novel by being a good friend. So whenever you start your topic sentence, if you guys see right here, I'm starting with my first character, Jen, and then that demonstrates the theme stated in your thesis. So again, your theme, whichever one that you chose, you want to add it to your character or your event. So that's what this means up here. So I'm going to bold that just to make sure that you guys can see that it's different. So really your topic sentence, all it is, I'm going to put it right above it. That way you can say, see what I'm talking about. Your topic sentence is your character plus the theme. That's all you're doing for your topic sentence. So that's what I would start off with first, is to you first do your topic sentence for each of your topics. So this is topic number 1. If you scroll down, there's topic number 2, and then if you scroll down more, topic number 3. Okay? Then the next thing, that's probably the easiest thing to do, just so you can get it out of the way, is to go down here and fill in your quotes. Okay? So whichever quotes that you chose for your first topic. So for Jen, you write those 2 quotes down here. So for me, I'm going to go back to my example. That was a little bit easier for you guys. So I did put my example up here on Google Classroom, so you guys can use that as an example just to follow along and see what it is that I'm looking for. So I'm going to use my first quote. Again, I'm just going to copy and paste my quotes and put them onto my rough draft. You guys can do the same thing with your quotes. And don't forget, guys, when you do write down your quotes, you do need to put the page number on there as well. So it's always the author's last name and the page number. And if, again, you can't find the exact quotes that you're looking for in the book, email me and I'll help you find it. So what I'm going to do next, so all right, I'm talking about Jen. I'm going to add my quotes about Jen. So quote number 1 is going to go right here. And then quote number 2 is going to go down here. Whenever you guys are going to do quotes too, so let's say I have a quote for Jen on page 42, and then I have another one, let's say from on page 323. I'm going to put the one that's from 42 first, and then the other one that's from 343 right here in the second quote, because that quote comes after the first one. So whenever you're talking about your topic, you want to make sure that each of your quotes go in order. After you get your quotes done, you want to introduce the quote. Ms. Filter, what do you mean by that? So when you introduce a quote, you want to just tell me, well, what's going on in this scene? Pretend I know nothing about this book. Who's speaking? Where are they? What's going on? So when I want to introduce this, let's see. I think I remember that this is right before they go on their journey. So for my introduction, I'm going to say, near the beginning of the story, Jen, let's see, how would we want to put this? I'll use my example. Oh, there you go. Jen is very selfish and only cares about himself. Before they go on their journey, he says, and then that will go right into your quote. So when you actually start typing out your final draft, your introduction and your quote will be one long sentence, which is totally okay. Again, you don't need to have 2 different ideas like I have right here, but I do want you to be able to tell me, 1, who's talking, 2, where are they at? What's going on in the scene? So you're just setting up the scene for me. And then when you get down to your analysis, you're just going to tell me a little bit more right here. Explain how this quote reveals the theme from above. That might be a little tricky, especially with some of the themes. So some of you might have a theme that says people are not always who they seem to be. Mine right here, I'm talking about how bravery is seen in unexpected places. Well, the quote that I use doesn't really show bravery. No, but it's setting up who the character is. So you guys can do that. So you guys can use a quote. So your first quote can kind of show how Jen or any of the other characters start off as not so good or they're not that brave. And then your second quote down here can show how they become brave or how they became friends or how they became a better person. So for my first analysis here, I'm probably going to just talk a little bit more about this quote and how Jen really isn't that good of a guy yet. So what I'm going to say is, in this scene, Jen proves that he is not good around people or does not act well. Let's say that. He does not act well around others. He is more concerned about, excuse me, about being the best thief possible. Okay, so sorry, going down the wrong tube. So all that we worked on in class so far has been the topic sentence, introducing the quote, and then the analysis. Do not worry about your transition sentences yet. All I want you guys to do is topic, introduce your quotes, write down your quotes, and then analyze your quotes. Tomorrow, I'm going to go over the introduction and the transition sentences. And if you guys have any more questions, just let me know and I'll get back to you.